our brains, and we will not let our hearts forget the most important thing. It's love, 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 love. It's all about love, 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 love. Everything else comes down to this. Nothing any higher on the list than love.
Hi everybody, good morning. Welcome to Cycle 19. Oh gosh, I know it sucks. You guys are just so ready to, experience that live pregnancy test, and I wish I was able to do it, but unfortunately AF came and we're back at square one. So yeah, AF came, and I was hurt, to say the least. And I'll just tell you a little bit about the cycle. I just felt like I did everything right. This cycle was like a perfect cycle as far as I'm concerned. I attempted what I was supposed to. I did my OPK, and I just did everything that I thought was the right thing to do, and it just didn't work, or it's just not our time yet. And I was cool, and the reason why I was cool with it at first was because, I got the job that I was telling you guys that I had applied for. I applied for an assistant manager position at a major restaurant, and I did get the job. And so I was really, really happy about that, because it means, a lot of positive things, for me, as far as, creating a positive, I guess, distraction for me during this TTC time, and also giving me like a really cool, nice income surplus that I could use, whatever I want, as far as traveling with husband. We're gonna redecorate the house this summer. We're gonna take this summer and redecorate the entire apartment from top to bottom. And so the job just really, like, I was just really excited about it, because I haven't been working for a few months, and I'm cool with staying home, but I'm having a hard time with this TTC process and being home alone and just alone with my thoughts, because I just talk to you guys about it. I don't talk to anybody else about it, because nobody in my immediate family or in my everyday life, they've never experienced infertility. They don't know anything about it. I won't say they don't know anything about it, but they haven't experienced it themselves. And so it's kind of hard to confide in people who really don't get what you're going through, and then of course, you don't want to get the dreaded comments like, oh, it'll happen when it happens, and oh, just be thankful that you have a husband. Oh, kids are really just not all that what is cracked up to be. I just hate when people, like, especially people that have kids already, they tell you like how horrible being a parent is, and I'm just like, when you really want to be a mother, you don't want to hear none of that crap. You really don't want to hear none of that stuff. So for me, not conceiving this cycle was hard, and I was just excited about the job, and I was trying to be strong, but it just got to the point where my emotions just like took over me. Like, I didn't have any control over my emotions, because it just got to the point where I just wasn't saying jack, and I'm not a quiet person by any means, not a quiet person. So my husband, I just wasn't talking to nobody. I was just like with my thoughts, just alone with my thoughts, which is not a good thing, because when you're feeling down, it's like, to me, I just feel like you just go certain places mentally that you really shouldn't go, because you're just so overwhelmed with sadness, and you don't really want to say anything. You don't want to burden people with your problems or whatever, so you just keep it to yourself, which is not healthy. So Saturday, I was just a mess because I was just like alone with my thoughts. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos and just, just being by myself. And my husband didn't really know what to say because I'm a talkative person. I like to, I love dialogue. I like to talk. And just for me to just be shut up, if that's a word, just not saying anything and quiet. And he knew I was sad, because he knew my cycle had came because I bought tampons and stuff, like sanitary stuff. And so, and the cycle, for when it started off was super light. So light. I didn't even have to wear a pad or anything, just a simple little tampon and go, I can just be free, you know what I'm saying? It was so light. So part of me still hang on to that hope, but then when I started cramping really badly, it just went out the window. So he came to me and I was like in the other bedroom, like watching stuff on my computer, like reading and stuff like that. And all he did, he's like, "Are you okay?" I just like boo-hoo, just started just crying, and I was just so angry and so mad. And I don't know, he just said like the simplest thing. Like he was just like, "I know you're sad. I know you want it so bad, but just look on the bright side. You have a new job. You're going to meet new people. You're going to have new experiences. We're going to have some extra cash so we could go places and do this and that. We get to decorate." I mean, he just turned a negative situation into just something like super positive just by the way that he was talking. And he was just like, "Well, when we go get our physicals, maybe they may find something wrong with me. I may be the cause, so don't like beat yourself up about it." And so he just took all of what I was feeling and like kind of put it on his shoulders a little bit. And I know it just made me feel like so much better. We talked and everything about all the things that we were going to do for the rest of the year and stuff. And so it made me feel a lot better. It really, really made me feel a lot better. And so I just went fast forward into, planning the next cycle, organizing this cycle. This is what I do. I go on firstresponse.com, find out what my most fertile days are, and I, notate it on the calendar so I'll know when to use my OPK, because I'll be getting the OPK later on this week. So, but I'm gonna still tempt just to make sure I'm on track with that. And I know, because of course you guys saw on my OPK, positive OPK vlog, that my temperature took a small dive, and the day that it changed significantly, that's when I ovulated. So I have that down pat in that regard. So yeah, so what I've been doing to like completely just like divert my attention away from the sadness that I felt, I started planning what I wanted to do with our little apartment. And so I'm gonna completely decorate everything. And I'm just gonna take each room as like a little small project. And on my days off from work, I'll, dedicate that day off to fixing up, a particular room, just go one room at a time. And so yesterday I was looking at furniture, I was looking at sofas, and just planning, putting things on our wish list so that, when we get ready to purchase these things, we'll, there's no like debate or anything. We agreed on it and we know what we want. So that's what I was doing, honey. And that's what you have to do, because the TTC process is hard. And I really don't have anybody but my husband to talk to in terms of this process that we're going through. Because nobody in my immediate family or outside of that understands what we're going through. because everybody gets pregnant like this, you know what I mean? And it's kind of hard to talk to people who really don't get it, because they say insensitive things. They don't mean to be insensitive, but they say insensitive things, you know, like, oh, it happened when it happens, oh, don't worry about it, oh, pray about it, oh, kids aren't really all what it's cracked up to be. And I hate that. People who already have children who tell you that having kids is like the worst thing on the planet. You don't say that to a person that really wants to be a mother. And of course you have your people who, they announce their pregnancy and you're just like, good for you. You want to be happy for people, but in the same breath, it's like, it's hard to be happy for another person's happiness when you're going through. And I'm just being completely honest. Y'all can, I know some people probably get mad and say, oh, I'm being bitter, and oh, you shouldn't be that way, and blah, 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 blah. But I don't profess to be a perfect person. I tell you the real and true deal. And even for my new subscribers, hey y'all, TTC is hard. It's depressing. It's very, very difficult, especially when you have passed that year mark and you still haven't gotten pregnant yet. It is difficult. It's hard. You go through a lot of emotions, which include jealousy and envy of people who, while you're trying to conceive, have had their first child and are planning their second child and have ended up getting pregnant with their second child while you're still trying to TTC the first. So feeling jealousy and envy is natural, and there's nothing wrong with it. Now, I don't agree with nobody being mean or, taking that energy and trying to hurt somebody's feelings or making somebody feel guilty or, non-happy for whatever, happiness that they're experiencing. Because even at some point, I may experience my BFP, and some other person that has been TTCing probably longer than me may feel a certain type of way. So you have to kind of be careful how you channel that energy. And so even though for those who have announced their pregnancy to me, I'm happy for you, but I'm just like, dang, you know what I'm saying? So don't feel no type of way about it. It's hard, and the purpose of me doing these TTC vlogs is not to just do them just to do them. It's to pretty much show you what goes on. It's not an easy process. It's a very, very difficult, hard process. You have to have a heart of steel to go through it. And even if you don't, as long as you can recover well, you know what I'm saying, and try to look on the bright side of things. If you have that spousal support, whatever your situation is, whether you have a boyfriend or a fiance or a husband or whatever, if you have that moral support to help you through the tough times, it really won't be so hard. It really won't be so hard, and you kind of feel a little bit better. But when you're going through the process all alone by yourself and you have no one really to talk to, it is hard, So I'm not doing anything to try to paint some perfect picture or perfect scenery about, oh, I didn't get my BFP, but I'm just happy, no, you're not going to get that from me. You're going to get the true, uncut, raw version of me. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, then don't watch. And that's just what I tell people, because I don't do, people leave their comments, they say whatever they say, and it's a free country. You can say whatever you want to say, and I have the right to block you and delete it. So yeah, you can say what you want to say. But most of the YouTubers on here, they paint a perfect picture. Like, it appears that their life is perfect and things just fall into place. I think it's important not only to show the happy times in our lives, but to show the heartache and pain times, because that's what life is all about. It's not peaches and cream all the time, and that's what this TTC process pretty much is. It's hard. It's just disappointment every single month, and then out of the clear blue, it's like, you get that BFP, and it's just like, so yeah. But I'm just excited about working again. I'm excited about redecorating our home, and just living our lives, and I will be vlogging more, y'all. We're gonna be going out this weekend, and so I'm gonna vlog a little bit of that, just so that y'all can see that I just don't be sitting home doing nothing. We hang out, and it's so funny because I had to explain YouTube to my husband. My husband is like computer non-existent. He's starting to get into it, like, since our TV broke, we've been sharing one television, so when one person wants to see a show, whatever, he'll go on the computer and vice versa. So I had to sit him, well, he was already sitting down, and I was explaining YouTube to him, because my husband is the kind of person, in his mind, everything you do has to have a reason. You have to have a reason for doing it. And so that's just how he thinks. And so when he found out that I was, vlogging and stuff, he was just like, "Oh, what do you do? What's the purpose of you doing that?" So you don't ask me, "What are you doing that for? Like, for what?" You're like, so? Like, he just didn't get it. And so I was able to explain it to him or whatever. And so he gets it now. So he's like, "Oh, I'll be in it," But I ain't gonna say nothing. I was like, "You don't have to say anything," But he's like, "Oh, I'll be in it." And so now I get it, But before, I didn't know what you were doing. I thought you was just being weird. So yeah, so he gets it now. My husband is like that. It's just like certain things. I have to explain things to him. Like, he really doesn't get it at first, and then he'll have a aha moment, and it'll just click for him, and he'll be like, "Oh, okay." He'll be dead set against certain stuff, and then when I sit down, and I'm an explainer. I've always been an explainer. And so I'll explain it, break it down, and he'll be like, "Oh, okay." That's kind of cool. All right. Everybody's different. So yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot of footage of us out and about, because I want to share my life with you guys, just to let y'all know that ain't nobody's life perfect, and you can see like different types of lifestyle, because I know a lot of the daily vloggers, it seems like they just have it all, nobody ain't struggling, nobody ain't going through nothing. It just seems like they go shopping all the time, they go out to eat all the time. No, honey, we live in the real world. We don't do all of that, but we have fun. The little bit that we do have fun. And eventually, of course, we're gonna come up, because when you're first newly married, you live meagerly for the most part. I don't know about nobody else, but you do live a meager lifestyle until you get your careers, permanent stuff happens, and then you ball a little bit. But in the meantime, I just want to enjoy life and have a good time, and take y'all along, just a little snippet here and there. Yeah, so I will be doing my OPK starting Friday, because as we all know, I got a positive on cycle day 13, which is not until next Monday, which is my first day of work, which is like, but I can't do anything until my husband gets home anyway. So, but hopefully I can try to BD in the morning. But he don't like to do anything before work because it drains him, and then he's like tired all day. He doesn't like to have sex in the morning time, like before he goes to work. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll make an exception because I'm ovulating. But anyway, so that's it. That it is what it is. It sucks. I'm not in my pink room because the lighting changed and it's like dark now. So until I get the lighting fixed in there, I'll be recording in my room. And of course, it's not all that yet, honey, but it will be. I'm trying to see where my cats are, because they're quiet. Just like churring. When they quiet, somebody up to something. But anyway, Today I'm gonna go to Whole Foods and get some vitamins. I'm gonna get the vitamin B6 and vitamin B12 because I have like some swelling in my ankles and stuff. Every time I get my period, I always get super swollen and stuff. And the vitamin B6 super helps with that. It completely takes the swelling away. So I'll be going to Whole Foods today and getting that. So yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And I know you see Charlie just jumped on the bed trying to get some love on the slide. But I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any questions or comments, or you're inquiring about something, just let me know down below. And thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next week. God's willing, life fast. Peace. Hey guys, I just wanted to take a little time out and just minister to your heart, because I know a lot of you are going through similar situations as I. And I just want to be an encouragement to you, and I just want to let you know that you are not alone. I know, our spouses only can understand so much, and they can only encourage us so much. And it does sometimes feel like you're all alone in this whole TTC process, because it can be just painful, going through the same, disappointment month after month. But I just want to tell you from my heart to yours that you are not alone. God loves you. I love you. I'm not a preachy person, regardless of what you believe. This weekend, there's some, wonderful songs. I'm a musical person. I love to sing. And there were some wonderful songs that helped me, heal my heart just a little bit, and just help me, lift my spirits up and help me go through, day by day, without being sad and, having that damper type attitude. So I just wanted to minister to you guys, and to just let you know that it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're all gonna get our BFPs. We're all gonna become parents, and it's gonna be okay. So I just want to just take a little time and tell you guys that, and just minister to you guys a little bit. Okay? I know that faith is easy when everything is going well. But can you still believe in me when your life's a living hell? And when all the things around you seem to quickly fade away, there's just one thing I really want to know. What if it hurts? I'll trust you, Lord. What if you cry? I'll trust you, Lord. What if it doesn't work the first time that you try? I'll trust you, Lord. What if you call my name? I'll trust you, Lord, and don't feel you near. I'll trust you, Lord. Will you still believe in me, or will you fear? You say, yes, I will trust you, Lord. I don't feel no waste time. I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy and and I don't believe he's brought me this far to leave me. You guys be blessed. Keep your heads up. And if you just want to talk, or you need somebody to talk to, feel free to email me. You know, I try to answer everybody, and I will answer everybody. So you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you guys next week. God's will, life lasts.